Hey guys, so today is October 28th, 2018, and I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I was actually in Georgia this weekend, so I hit it right as I was coming back. For those of you who haven't seen her in a video before, this is Fleur. She is my little kitty. She's 2 years old and she's a very sweet girl. She's a very sweet girl. And my face looks so white because I'm right against a window, so you guys see how much of a ghost I look like, especially next to this pretty girl. But yes, Fleur's our sweetest kitty, and I'm gonna put her right here because she likes looking out the window. So we also have over here Henry. Come here, Henry. We also have Mr. Henry's. He's a good boy. He's a 1-year-old Chihuahua poodle, and I gave him a puppuccino from Starbucks on our way home, just a way of celebrating because he came with me this weekend. And then Pumpkin's somewhere. Oh, speak of the devil. Come here, Pumpkin. Oh, Punkies! Now this biggest boy is the Pumpkin Barnes. Pumpkin is 16. I've had him since I was 9. I'm 25, and he's a good boy. He's a very good boy. You guys probably couldn't do the math there, but he's currently looking outside at the beauty that is the outdoors. You got stuffs in your eyes. You're so handsome, Pumpkin. You're such a handsome boy. Yep, but he is 16. He's the biggest boy. He's a Maine Coon, and very sweet. So, this is kind of interesting. I originally started my channel in 2012, but I didn't actually post anything. I filmed a few videos when I was in college, and I wanted to post them, and they were actually like college advice videos, so I was a freshman at the time. And I didn't end up posting them because I was very critical of myself and I felt like they needed to be perfect. And then I believe it was 2000, whoa, my hair is looking crazy. In 2014, I posted 3 cover videos, I think it was in April, songs. Hey! Bats, boy. Eating the cat food. But I posted 3 cover videos, and it was just me singing, and then I like made them in black and white like afterwards. Like I uploaded them normally, and then I like on YouTube made them in black and white, and it just looks horrible. Maybe if you guys want to see those videos, I can make them unprivate those. And then a year went by, and in 2015 I wanted to like start vlogging, like a daily vlogger, and so I have like a series, like I think has to be 7 or less videos where I just kind of vlog my everyday, and I found that that's very hard and ambitious to do at first, and obviously it's been done before, but I just felt like I wasn't inspired by those videos that I was making. And then in 2017, while I was in Europe, I was in the UK. It was actually like I have a vlog, it's called The European Adventure Begins, or European Adventure Begins, and it's me going to my mom's, or like my second cousin's house, Lawrence, and that was kind of the beginning of my summer in Europe because I was there for the whole summer, and I was like planning to film the entire experience of my summer journey and stuff, and I realized that that was kind of, you know, I wasn't inspired either. It was a lot of work, internet connection wasn't always good, and even though I filmed stuff, I didn't always, sorry, I don't know if you can hear this, but Pumpkin's actually using the cat litter box, so if you hear a trickle of pee, that's what's happening. So I just felt uninspired again. And anybody that knows me knows how much I've always wanted to pursue YouTube. I eventually would love to have it as my job, or like at least one of my jobs. I work full-time right now, and I really love my job, but I've always had a passion for YouTube, even before I created. I guess my first creations were on my Lips of a Sock Monkey channel, and it has really stupid covers of, well, not covers, they're like spoofs of music videos, like I did Kesha and Lady Gaga, and I also have like B.O.B. and Rivers Cuomo, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And there's also like a stop motion video and me making cupcakes and this Great Gatsby video and stuff like that. And even before that, like my friend Rachel, now Yorgis, or used to be Polius, we used to make videos all the time when we were younger, like just doing funny videos, and I would do it with other friends, and I also would do, you know, music videos with my sister, just like videos in general with my sister. There was a lot of footage of that, I guess those encounters or those productions that I lost because on my old laptop, which I still have, but I think my sister has it, the hard drive crashed and I didn't recover any of those things. So I feel really bad because I had a lot of content actually that I never released, and even when I had my Lips of a Sock Monkey channel, I actually did vlog for a little bit, and I deleted the footage instead of privating it, and I wish I didn't do that. Basically, I wish I started sooner, but it wasn't until January, either 1st or 2nd, 2018, I decided, you know, I'm gonna actually give this a shot, and I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do for so long, what I've been telling people that I want to do, and I just wanted to create videos. I wanted to inspire people in some way, connect with people. And so a little bit before, because I was planning on making, you know, I've been wanting to make those unrequited love videos for so long, and I don't feel like I did them justice in the sense that I wanted to make them artistic. I wanted to really express, even take the viewer and myself back to those places. And maybe eventually I will do that and maybe make a more artistic version of those. But I'm glad that I released them, and I also am glad that I released a letter to my future husband. That's something that I've always wanted to make. There's a lot of things that I've always wanted to make that I haven't made yet, but I know I will. And that comes from consistency and really trying, because when I first started my channel in January, like that's when I really think that it started, because that's when I started gaining a following and stuff, even though it's still a small one, and in the sphere of YouTube. There were a few things that were not so good when I first started. I didn't have a job at first, because I ended my job with my previous employer, so I was trying to, when I first started, like that letter to my future husband video, I didn't have a job. I mean, I had promises of some jobs, but I wasn't working at that point. And then later on in January, I started again at Starbucks in Seattle. Sorry, my bangs are. And that whole experience in Seattle, which I'm going to eventually make a video about, like my unpopular opinions about Seattle, Washington, But I had a lot of really good moments. I met a lot of really good people, but I also had some of the worst moments of my life, or at least in the top 5. One of those being when I, like, March 3rd, or I don't know when, I think it was around that time, I got shingles. And if you're not familiar with it, because I wasn't familiar with shingles, I thought it was like an old person thing. It was because I had chicken pox, and I had it, like, I had the perfect storm of things. I had chicken pox before the age of 18 months old. I was 10 months old when I first had chicken pox, and intense stress brought upon that, and I had like a negative thought reoccurring in my mind constantly, and I do believe that that's what caused it, and also the financial strain of living in Seattle and not really having the means to do so. I made it work, and it was a struggle, but so that time of my YouTube channel was really hard, those first months, and it wasn't until I think towards when I was leaving Seattle and when I moved to California for the couple weeks that I was there, that's when I really started to be consistent. And then really moving here to Greenville, South Carolina, I really made it my mission to just be consistent. Don't worry about like how artistic, how perfect it is. Don't edit things if you feel like it's too much, that you just want to get across a message. And that's ultimately what I did, and eventually I want to be more creative and artistic about my videos, especially once I move. We're still in this little area, and by the way, if you see that little picture in the background, I'll actually bring it up. This is a watercolor that I painted of pumpkin a while back, and I really love this, you know, I feel like it really gets the essence of pumpkin. He's like very, I don't know if you can really see, and it doesn't really show it, but he was, I mean, he's just like a very unique cat. People absolutely adore Pumpkin, and they adore Fleur too. But it's, I don't know, I really like that. But anyways, my mission with this channel is not just to do typology stuff in the future. I'm very interested in typology, obviously. I'm interested in psychology, even though I've never taken psychology. I'm not an expert. I've never even taken a class about psychology. And I love personal development. I love just humans in general. I love lifestyle. The lifestyle of humans, and art and music, and, you know, all kinds of different things, philosophy. And I don't want to like make this like a Frankenstein kind of channel, but eventually my sphere is going to expand and broaden, and I want to somehow be able to intertwine these narratives and these things that I'm interested in. You know, I'm interested in kind of superficial things as well, like fashion, even though I'm not always the most stylish. Makeup, even though I'm definitely by no means a professional. My mom used to be a professional makeup artist, fun fact. But I'm interested in those things. I'm interested in design. There's so many things. Travel. I've done a lot of traveling for, you know, as young as I am, and I eventually want to talk about those things, and obviously like politics and Mall UN. There's so many things, and like I don't even really consider them my pets, even though I say they're my pets, but like, I don't know, like, this is really weird, but I consider Fleur my sister. Well, she's kind of my baby. She's kind of my bubba. She's a bit of my baba. And I consider, hey Fleurs, and Pumpkin's my brother, and like Henry's my brother. Oh, there's here. Like, I don't know, I have many interests, and I don't really want this channel to just be one thing. And I hope you guys are okay with that. And, you know, especially when my production value's higher, I hope I'm still able to translate this, like, try, like, at least be relatable and try to be authentic in everything I do, because I think some people, when they start producing things and scripting things, it just loses the connectedness. And I love the fact that I'm able to interact with so many people and comment on other people's comments and like interact in this community, this Myers-Briggs community. But again, I want my scope to expand, and I just hope that people are able to join on this ride with me, and I always am open to suggestions. You know, I have a lot of big plans. I have so many lists of ideas of things that I want to do. And for the most part, people have been very supportive, you know, yeah. So what's kind of weird, I guess, I feel like at the time I just felt like I was very ambitious for doing this. The handwriting's really horrible on this, but so I originally saw these when it was New Year's Eve, or like around New Year's Eve, and I bought these and I was like, oh, this would be kind of cool to set off at New Year's. But then I was like thinking about it, and this was before I really like decided that I'm going to actually pursue YouTube as like something. And again, it's not like a job for me, it's not anything like that, it's just a passion. I wanted to pursue it as a passion. And I don't know if I wrote it right then and there, but I was like, you know, one day I'm gonna set this off when I have 1,000 subscribers. And don't know if you guys can see that. I'm one of those weird people that puts like the little hook thing on a 1, and I also put little dashes through my zeros. But yeah, I don't even know if this is gonna work, but, and my mom's gonna be pissed if she like comes back and it's like this, but I'm gonna give it a go. And hopefully you guys can see some of it. I'm gonna just like lift it up here. But thank you guys so much. And again, if you guys want to be interviewed, or if you just want to talk, I would love to. And you know, I'm not always the best at getting back right away. I try to be, and but I always try to improve. And I mean, right now I just really need to plan things, because there's a lot of things that have happened recently, and I feel bad if, like, you know, I've left you out in any way, but I just really love you guys, and I just love meeting people too and interacting with people. So yeah, email me at pucokie2@gmail.com. I don't know if you guys saw that, probably not because it's my phone, but like when I said that, it like did this little tiny spit bubble that came out. So that's pretty gross. But yeah, so email me or message me on Instagram. I feel like that's probably the DMs on Instagram I really do look at, and I mean, obviously, well, I guess it's not obvious, but I respond back to everybody on Instagram unless it's like some crazy thing, like inappropriate thing. But yeah, so just message me or just say something in a comment. Sometimes YouTube's really weird and it like flags comments for like what I think of no good reason. Maybe it's something that people say. Anytime you link something in the comments, it like flags it as spam or being inappropriate or something. So I don't know if you can also hear Henry in the background. He's pretty excited about something outside. But yeah, so I'm gonna give this a go. So I don't know if I should do it closer. Maybe I should do it closer. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a go, and thank you again, guys. All right. Well, that didn't work. Let me just take this off and see if that's okay. Wow, this is kind of scary. Okay, I think I was supposed to take that off. Maybe I was supposed to press it, but this might be really anticlimactic, but here we are. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. All right, well, thank you guys. Thanks. I'm super awkward, but yeah, thank you guys. It's been great, and I'm super excited about where everything is going, and I have glittery things, and Fleur's like looking at me like, who is this psycho and what's she doing? But yeah, so have a spectacular day, and look, I'll actually have a video that I shot before this where I'm interviewing my friend Bradley, so I hope to post that tomorrow once he approves it, and then yeah, it should be pretty awesome. He's a really awesome guy, and show him some support. And also, if you kind of have an idea of what his type is, we've been kind of trying to figure out what his type is, so, and it could be anything. It could be Enneagram, Socionics, Myers-Briggs, whatever. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll do one more, and then I need to clean this up really quickly.